Is this the fault of the Greek Prime Minister, who we can see on our screens now, or is this the fault of Rishi Sunak?
Well, I mean, Charlie says he's flounced out. I mean, he was given the opportunity to speak to Oliver Dowden. I mean, who can blame him for getting back on the plane if that was the opportunity that was presented to him? You know, if you're a Prime Minister, you expect when you're in another country to speak to the other Prime Minister at that level. I think it is a snub. I can understand why he's taken the huff at it. And you're right, you make a very good point there, Elliot, in that there was an opportunity there. You know, you could talk about the marbles in the margins. You could just, you know, park it, say, we don't agree, that's fine, but let's talk about the stuff that we actually need to talk about, such as immigration, the economy, the war in Ukraine, you know, Israel, Gaza, all that type of stuff. You know, so that opportunity has now been lost. And
yet, if we're to believe Number 10, there was an official agreement behind the scenes that this would not be raised in a public way. And yet there was the Greek Prime Minister on national television on Sunday morning saying it's like ripping the Mona Lisa in two, the most visceral imagery you could possibly imagine. Who's to blame here?
Well, the Greeks. I mean, it's not difficult. If you have an agreement, if you have an understanding with another government and you're talking about the comms, and of course you want a meeting with two prime ministers to be as slick and as efficient as possible and cover a lot of ground. If one breaks that by going on national television, UK national television on Sunday afternoon to say, all of what you've just said, Tom,
doesn't he? The Greeks care passionately about this issue.